And
Tommy will be represented by this green rubber band I have putting around your characters.
Can you try again? It's still turning it down. Should at least be better now, I think.
It says there are 5 people watching, so...
Well, hello to everyone watching. Sorry for technical difficulties.
Yeah, if you're watching, just edit this part
just
out.
keep watching.
Keep watching. We're in a game.
It's a little smoother now, yeah.
If you are watching out there in internet land,
I don't want to keep filling with it.
okay.
Make that time.
So
Yeah, there
this
you go.
is the
We can make that time.
yep. This is the 5 realms, the D&D campaign of the 5th edition Persuasion. The party is currently in Trouser Cave, which, if you are just joining us, is a cave shaped like a pair of crowns. That's all you need to know. Also, it has portals to the Sky Palace.
That may also be relevant.
Just as a side note, which is the current dungeon that the party is attempting.
did you tell them the rule of Trouser Cave?
Yeah, well, we'll get to that. That's the most important part. Which the party is currently trying to beat. Some yuan-ti, which it will make sense because we don't have actual snake people models, but they're not fighting orcs and stuff like that. They're fighting yuan-ti. What happens in Trouser Cave stays in Trouser Cave. So we appreciate if you this internet broadcast a secret and don't tell all your friends.
Or
Tell all your friends.
Yeah, actually.
Yeah. Just don't tell them what happens in Trouser Cave.
For the sake of our viewership, yeah. So, this is where the party is. Our fighter is a shrub, currently.
Oh, wait, we gotta tell them. You gotta tell them.
I think we need a review for ourselves, actually.
Yeah.
Alright, well, here's what I have as the session end part for last time. The party has just returned from the Sky Palace and are in Trouser Cave, where an abomination and 2 Malazans followed them down through the lens. You guys defeated them. Redacted. The party has received the harp and some bracers they found on the abomination. It is just before noon.
We identified those, right?
Theoretically, you did.
I don't know. Maybe, possibly.
Harp some bracers.
Yes.
I think Randy took the bracers.
Bracers from boss, yuan-ti. Harp of Aether. 20-foot radius, stunned if fail wisdom saves.
Harp of the Aether. When played, creates a magical aura in a 20-foot radius, causing all incorporeal creatures to become stunned if they fail wisdom saving.
Only incorporeal creatures.
Yep.
That matters. That's a
Harp
slight...
of the Aether.
Wait, so we have... Hold on. Ornate bracers. Oh, yeah, from Giant.
I guess you
yuan-ti.
could say it plays haunting music.
So we do not... We haven't identified the bracers, but we have for the harp.
We should have done them at the same time, because if we take a short rest, everyone can try to identify.
Okay.
Okay. No one knows what they are. No, I'm just kidding. So this is before you. Are you taking a short rest here in Trouser Cave right now at this very minute? Because you haven't had a chance to take a short rest yet.
Yeah, well, then we shouldn't know what the harp is if we haven't taken a short rest.
You don't know what the harp is. Forget you know that.
Why do I have it written down then?
I didn't hear it. Sorry.
Because I must have told you because someone told me that you could identify it.
We can if we do a short rest. Do we want to do that right here? Because we... Oh, that's right. We were going to send back their abominations.
Oh, yeah. We're gonna get cut.
Yeah, but we were gonna do something to them, like cut the heads off and put them on sticks or something. I don't know, something.
Yeah, you should
Yeah.
cut like a spear in half and then cut their heads off and put the spear.
Yeah, so the heads are up higher. Yeah.
Yeah, we can mount their heads on spikes at the cave entrance and then throw the bodies back through the portal.
But how do you get them to stay up? Because it's stone on the base of the cave.
Pile a bunch of rocks into a little mound. Do they have weapons that we could use to impale themselves on?
Or you just use the titans and just nail the head to the wall. Put it right through that socket.
Beyond it.
Yeah.
I don't care.
Okay.
How long do you spend doing that?
I do it personally while they rest.
No,
I'm an elf. I look at a military.
let's just take like, I don't know, 10 minutes, cut off the heads, and then while he's nailing them to the wall, we'll throw the bodies back through the portal.
10 minutes.
I'm gonna scan them.
To cut off, I mean, how long would it take?
No, I'm not saying that's too. I'm saying that's a good amount of time to take. But so you're telling me you're going to be in the traffic here for the next 10 minutes.
Does that sound good?
Well, I mean, we hadn't planned on going anywhere
I say,
because we were debating about that as to if we were letting anything else come through.
Well, since nobody else showed up, the three of you have 100% voting
That's true.
authority over the party's next course of action.
we do need to. Oh, we were gonna get Tommy healed if possible.
Oh yeah. That's
Yeah.
right.
Well.
But isn't he still gonna be itchy when he comes back?
Right. So we wanted to take.
Well, we don't even know what's affecting him. That's the problem. We got to get the armor off of him.
We wanted to take a full night's rest so that I could pick out spells to possibly cure him.
Hmm. Yeah.
I can, at the very least, I can take the armor off of him if we
Okay.
go overnight.
All right. Well, let's see.
Yeah,
We
yeah.
certainly need a short rest, and if possible, a long rest. So we should try and do that.
So let's put up our warning signs, throw the bodies back, and as soon as we've checked them around the
Okay,
hole,
this
leave.
one is alive. Remember, I told you guys at the end of the last session, he is alive. This guy, the Malison. Or no, that was the hostage that you guys have had running around with you the whole time that you killed, but he's somehow alive.
Wait, did we kill him, or I thought we just left him there?
No, the dude, one of the other guys called him a traitor and ran up and stabbed him and killed him.
Oh yeah, for helping you guys.
Oh, and Tommy and everybody was like, "Oh, just let him die, just let him die." I didn't let him die.
Yeah, that's right.
So he texted me his roles for his stealth and sleight of hand checks that he made to feed him a good berry.
Let's see.
So he's barely alive.
But everyone else thinks he's dead.
Well, he opens his eyes and like groans in pain.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I think they could realize that he's alive.
Yeah, pretty much. Our lives would be significantly easier without him around, but yeah.
We can still use him. He
As
still
he
knows
was.
the inside of those caves.
So do we, pretty well. at
Wayne
this
is
point.
like, dude, we could skin one of those big snakes. You know how they have those horse costumes with 2 people in it? Think how many people we could fit into one of those.
I like him. I'm all down for the skinning.
To infiltrate the castle.
Have fun storming the castle.
The first thing we need to do is we need to secure this cave, try and heal Tommy, and go from there. We need our fighter back. If we don't get our fighter back, then we need to take the potted plant in a town somewhere
Let's make our
and
fighter
pay
great
someone to
again.
water it.
You have to make a fighter great again.
Yep.
Let's not go into all that.
Yeah.
Politics?
Let's
On the
not
internet?
dodge it.
That's assuming our fighter was great to begin with.
That's true.
When was our fighter?
I don't know. He said, I can do that. I said that every time.
That was pretty great.
That was pretty great.
Depending on
He took one for the team.
who you are and how you look at
The rest of us were smart enough not to touch it.
yeah, so it was great for the rest of you.
Well,
He
honestly,
he failed an intelligence check, didn't he?
no,
It
if he
was a
hadn't,
second.
if he hadn't done that, I would have done it too because I wanted to bottle it. So, and so did Sam. It was just that he
Well,
bottled it.
I thought after he bottled the first couple that he made like an intelligence check as to tell if they were dangerous or
No,
not.
he made a con save.
Yeah,
And then he kept
he
going.
made
Okay.
dex checks to handle it and con saves or try and resist.
Okay.
Yeah, that's about
Should have made me roll an intelligence check.
You're
I just put my hand in.
not clever for handle this material.
He drank some of it.
Yeah, he basically did.
What if he turns into like a silver yuan-ti? Wouldn't that be kind of weird?
Yeah, that would be strange. You guys would
Big
not.
silver wizard.
You guys would have a hard time getting rooms for the night.
Yeah, that's true.
Oh, you know it'd be cool though. We could hide from the law that way. We wouldn't look like ourselves.
If all of you turn into...
It all turned into
Let's not do that.
Okay, yeah.
You go ahead. I'm gonna
Yeah.
do my own thing. Thanks.
That's it. Yeah, remember that other, when you brought Brian back as a knoll?
Yeah.
Every time you went into town, he had to like have the...
Man, it could cover himself up.
He had like,
Touchdown.
I made him how to
Nice
disguise.
guys.
Yeah.
Yeah. I remember that.
like the tail coming out of the cloak and stuff.
Oh gosh.
Let's not have to do that again.
That sounds good.
Yeah.
So what's the plan then? We decided.
So, can you spike these guys' heads to the wall, throw them down the tunnel as soon as you're done doing that, and then head back to town?
Okay. So
Okay.
which one's the big one?
The big one.
Okay. So this is just the big, the abomination. So you cut his head off and chuck him down.
Yeah, chuck the body down the hole and put them.
Are we skinning them?
Mm.
Carve a message in his back, don't come back.
Oh, that's right. We were thinking about sending a message.
What about
Yeah.
these guys?
Um,
You're cutting their heads off.
are they just normal?
They're malignants.
What is that?
The upper guys, the more powerful regular dudes with the varying, like snake heads and human bodies and stuff.
We can throw them down. I don't think we can cut off their heads.
Yeah.
Okay. So you throw them back.
As long as we've already taken anything of value. then-
Shots fired. Shots fired.
Do we want to send a message with it though? With the
With the
bodies?
big guy?
Yeah, just like on parchment rather than just sending a message by
Do
sending
you
bodies.
have any really powerful explosives? Does that work?
Explosive runes.
Pretty good message.
I prepared explosive. That was one of those 8-bit D&D things. The guy, the who would always read them, like the fighter would always read them, the black mage or the red mage would always be like, he would write in explosive runes, I prepared explosive runes today, and then the fighter would always pick it up and be like, what's this? I prepared explosive.
That's kind of cool. I'm kind of all for that.
Yeah, we don't have that. I don't get that till next level.
Yeah, that's sad.
Yeah, right.
It doesn't
was
work
so
quite
cool.
As well, there has to be.
Wait,
stationary.
do we have the vials that Tommy had?
Yeah, we've got a vial of each.
What if we dip the message in that and then drop it in there so when they touch it up?
They already remember the guy, the one.
Yeah, they're pretty much.
Oh,
immune.
no. Never mind.
What he said led you to believe that that was part of their mutation. It was partially, if not all, completely responsible for it.
So, I don't know if there's anything to write except maybe leave the village alone. Don't come back.
Yeah.
Do we want to send that?
Yes.
The mayor says your contract's been canceled.
No, then they'll just attack us.
Yeah.
Yeah. This wasn't a contract. It was a ceasefire.
So leave the village alone. Don't come back.
You
And
stupid.
just send
If you
that.
ever come back, we'll kill you.
What's that?
Lion King.
Yeah. The hyenas.
Yeah.
So we'll send that on. Well, just scratch it into their clothes or something and throw
Can
it
a
out.
yuan-ti guy write in yuan-ti?
We don't have them anymore.
Yeah, you do. He's alive.
He's
Oh,
like,
we do?
I think
Can you remember?
Oh, that's right. You saved him. I keep forgetting.
Right, once he did.
They speak common,
Yeah. They do.
so let's just write it in common.
Okay. You do. You send it back.
Yep. And it'll take several minutes for it to fall, and in the meantime, we're heading out.
Okay. You go. Is this guy still tied up? Anybody have him?
I don't think he ever got untied. I think that's why he was stabbed so easily.
Yeah.
Okay, but who do we leash to?
Because Tommy was obviously.
Is it you?
It was Gwena.
I think it was me or Gwena because we were on either side of him. Gwena was on one side of him, I was on the other.
It'll be you. He's leashed to you
Okay.
by a rope around the waist. And what about his hands and feet? Are they down now?
Yeah, I put the shackles on him so he can only move so far, so fast.
Okay, it's gonna slow you down.
Yeah. I'm not sure if we. Can we just kill this guy?
Yeah. Please. Let's just send him back.
Now, what if we send him back and they're like, oh, he tells them that we're not all powerful as they think we are. See, the message is leave us alone, we're in a cave because we're super powerful.
Yeah.
He may tell them alternate.
Let's cut out
Does
his
he have
tongue.
any reason to believe
Let's
in
cut out
us?
his tongue and then send him back.
He
It's not
does.
killing him.
He does have reason to believe that we are powerful because we just killed those big guys and we brought them
He
back.
saw us kill all of them, and other people. I don't know who else he's seen us kill, but he might have seen us take damage too. So he could just say, "Send 30 guys, and then they'll kill them."
Exactly. Yeah.
Oh, here's a.
And I think he still has more to tell us.
No, underneath the box.
I know.
That's the only reason. That's the only reason I didn't let him die. I think there's more he can tell us about that place.
No, you didn't let him die because you.
No, it's not because I love him.
Are you sure?
I'm not in love with a snake.
Okay, just undo his.
We'll undo his feet, but not the rest of it.
Okay, so are his hands bound in front of his back or behind?
Behind.
Behind.
I want to
100%.
bound his hands together.
Behind.
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 Behind. Yes. I think he's messing with me. Then I'm going to take the foot shackle. Yes. And I'm going
And put it over his head.
and I'm going to. Are they long enough to where I can connect to one foot
just
and
rope.
one
This is
hand?
rope, dude. You can make them as long or as short. as
Okay,
you want.
good.
That's
I'm
what
going to tie one to one foot.
Okay. You're gonna tie one rope to a foot and just have it dangling out.
No, tie it to his foot to his hand.
Oh, you're gonna tie his foot to his hands. Okay.
Yeah, one of
So
them.
then he can walk normally, but he can't like.
He's going to be dragging one leg.
He can't. No, he can't like run to the point where he's like pulling
Right.
his leg.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah.
He can't make a high step with it.
Okay.
There you go.
Until he just goes, take minutes.
Well, if he moves his hands, I'll see him move his
He
hands.
starts running before.
Yeah.
Okay, whatever.
All right. So he's leashed to you. You guys leave the cave and
Yeah.
you go places.
Yeah, I do.
Do things.
To town.
We're trying to go to town at Hilltop.
Okay. You go back to High Hollow, and you get there. It takes a few hours, so it's now late afternoon,
Okay.
and you're there.
We never got this guy's name, did we?
What is your name?
Broomschmiel.
Sure. Okay. Broom Schmear.
No, you didn't get it right. It's Broomschmiel.
Right.
Schmiel.
I'm going to call you Frog because that's what I do,
Frog. But he's a snitch.
which is a contradictory to what he is, which is what I do because I don't care.
Oh,
I call him Little Froggy. I'm like, Little Froggy, do you know why I kept you alive?
well, my name is only 2 syllables. How can you not understand?
It's not that I don't understand, it's that I don't care.
Then why did you even ask?
Okay, here we go again. Do you know why I kept you alive?
Well, as long as you do, the reason doesn't matter. Because I like being alive. It's fun. And, well, not recently. But it's
Well,
better than the
I've kept you alive twice now because the
Technically, you've kept me alive for the last several hours or days.
yes, well, you've almost died 2 times that I can think of by the evil mutants things that you have in there. Yep. And now by one of your own clansmen
Mm-hmm.
trying to kill you. So I want you to sit and tell my comrades that I'm not foolish, and I want you to tell me every explicit detail you can give me about that little floating palace of yours.
Okay, he sits down and says, it's really big, and there are a lot of abominations and mutants in it.
How many?
And, I don't know how many mutants. There's a lot of mutants of different species and stuff. But the abominations are like a lot of them. Probably there's probably like a dozen, and there's over 100 of the other types. Malazans and purebloods.
So actual humanoid type critters, how many would you say are up there?
Over.
Over 100. Okay. And of the animal variety that you changed,
Huh? But like the other species?
yeah, the mutant
The
thingies, yeah.
things?
Human, sheep,
Yeah, I don't.
etc.
Yeah, I don't know.
Sheep, bear, wolf,
I don't
whatever.
go back there. Only the handlers go back there.
Would you say 100 or more, or 100 or less?
I honestly don't know. I don't ever go back there.
All right, so
I know they've been-
that he can't tell us.
I know they've been capturing and experimenting on various mutants for years.
Maybe we can get that number from the mayor, because maybe he could tell us how many farmers are missing sheep.
A lot of them it's only the survivors.
Yeah. Probably most of the things that they test on just flat out die and don't survive.
That's true.
That's how they know that you are worthy to be in their, case is if you become.
That still gives us the worst case scenario, though. If they stole 100 sheep, we know it's 100 or less.
Well, no, but he said they have experimented on creatures of all different types. Sheep are
Yeah,
just one.
snake bear, that's going to be great. Can you draw us a map of the inside of this place?
As a matter of fact, I can.
That will be helpful. I think that would be awesome. Maybe you can give us information about the changing of the guard, how often they do it, how many they have on duty, at what time, kind of thing.
This place is so big that there's multiple guard shifts happening in different parts of it. There's different guards walking around.
So this is like a country.
It's huge, but it's not like.
Gigantic building.
If it's
Probably
got
the
100,
size.
it's got 100 or
size
more
of a
than
small city.
It would be very sparsely populated if there's only 100 people for a small city.
Mm-hmm.
Just
Because
probably
the bulk of the areas are not like.
So how do we take out a city of yuan-tis?
Good question.
We're gonna get thunderstones. Or no, what do they call them? Not thunderstones. Pearl or something. Those little black things. What? Beads of force.
Beads of force.
That's fine.
That's the ticket. The black pearl beads of force.
Universal spell.
Yeah.
Or,
Just does everything.
as long as all you need is an explosion.
Try new beads of force. As long as all you need is an explosion, it can do anything you need.
Okay, so what we need to do really is figure out a way to release the mutants safely for us. Yeah, so we're safe and the mutants run free.
We could leave Tommy here and the other two to babysit. The three of us go in by ourselves. Oh, and take her, the four of us.
So thin out our party, cut it in half, and then what?
And we could stick to the ceiling. As long as none of those things crawl or fly, we're okay.
How tall were the ceilings in there?
Where?
Just in the hallways.
It's like
In the
30,
hallways?
30 feet or something.
No, in the hallways, like the ones where you were passing all the bedrooms, they were regular height, like.
Where the guards are walking.
Where the guards are walking much higher, probably 20 to 30 feet.
So if we stick to the main hallways, we could stay out of reach on the ceiling.
Yeah, where the fountain is, that's like what, 30 feet or
That's
something?
a 2-story like atrium. In that room, or probably closer to 3 stories.
Yeah, see?
Okay, so we need to release the mutants and destroy the fountain. Those are the two main goals, I would say.
Release the mutants.
if we release the mutants, we also need a way to keep them there so they don't just fall into our world again.
I don't think they can fall through, can they?
Sure they can. All you do is jump off.
Oh, that's right. They can't see where they're going until they get there. So they may die of a heart attack, but there's no chance of that. Slim chance of that. I don't know.
So, there we got it. Oh, that's the cave. Drawn in the middle of the fortress. Yeah.
Here's the other problem. Destroying the fountain without it getting on us.
If we do it from above, that shouldn't be too hard.
Means of force.
We don't have more means of force in this game.
Does anyone know wish?
How about an expanding cube of
Wish
infinity?
or some means of force.
Expanding cube of infinity.
Yeah.
It just
That
keeps
fountain
growing.
was made of stone, right?
I think so.
That'd be awesome.
What was the question?
Fountain made of stone.
Yeah,
Probably.
white stone.
Okay. Just thinking if we get something really heavy like other rocks and drop it on the fountain, we could probably at least break the basin.
That's true.
Have a crack in it, if nothing else.
But then that just leak the stuff all over the floor.
Yeah. But they couldn't as easily collect it and use it that way, maybe? I wonder where the stuff's coming from.
Yeah. That's the other question.
We can find this. Maybe our goal is to track down the 6 sources of this and stop each one of them.
From materializing in the universe.
That could be a pretty large cork.
So we've got a bag of holding, it can hold a couple 100 pounds. If we just put a big boulder in it, take that up onto the ceiling, dump it.
That's true. Should work. Hypothetical.
And then we can, if it doesn't break it, if it only breaks it a little bit, we just head down there, bag it again, go up.
Wait, so why don't, instead of trying to get back into the fortress and destroy the fountain amidst like sneaking around and not getting killed, why don't we just destroy the lens to the sky palace? Make it so
Can
they
we
can't.
touch it?
What's that?
Can we touch it without just going through?
That's a good question.
Yeah, that is a good question. Or
Or we
somehow,
could close off the cave.
yeah, basically cause a collapse that closes off the cave.
Yeah, but I think he's already signaled that we can't really collapse the cave. It's too sturdy for that.
Did I say that?
You kind of hinted at it.
How did they do such a thing back in the day?
Yeah, without some type of explosives, like,
When we go back to town, can we ask about explosives?
there are none.
So what you're saying is you can't collapse the cave.
No, I'm saying you can't do it by explosive means because gunpowder has not been widely put into use. If you were to take a hammer and chisel and 100 men, you could perhaps dismantle the cavern stone by stone. So it's not impossible. It would just be very difficult.
I think we need 2 teleporting doors. One of which we hold all over top of a volcano right when it goes to erupt. And the other one we point at the cave.
Who's gonna hold the one over the volcano?
Tommy is a wizard!
I nominate you for that.
Tommy's like, I can do that!
That's expensive.
It may help his itching.
By the way, my meld into stone officially does only work on me.
Okay. Can't do it on multiple.
No.
Oh, glad we didn't try that.
Well,
Crap, it's not working.
Why does that still save me?
it makes it far less useful.
Yeah.
So this is the map. And then it's going to look, I'm basically just trying to erase the last few letters. He draws you out something that's like this, but not as detailed as actual this.
So if you shrink it down and you look at it from a distance, then we'll get very detailed, right?
Exactly. Okay. So here it is. This is Scat House. This is where you came in, that big open area. This is a little like fighting pit thing.
Okay.
This is the area that's open. This is the fighting pit. These are the cells where all of the mutants are kept. This is the fountain. These are all like the bedrooms and stuff, or at least on this side. There's like meeting rooms.
I asked him, "What's that off the center oval? That one right there, yeah."
It's a, I guess you could say the main judgment chamber. It's where specimens are brought after being exposed to the fountain to be judged whether they are worthy of joining the clan or not, and if not, they are rapidly transported. Usually not by this. Usually they just throw them over the side.
Usually they what?
Usually they just throw them over the side of the
Back into the mountains?
no, into space.
Huh?
To that. Or they keep them in the mutant chambers if they're particularly awesome.
What causes the sky palace to float?
Magic.
Yeah, I'm gonna take a wild guess.
Yes, a powerful ancient magic granted to us by our god, our evil, awesome god.
Oh, so it's not floating stone.
No, that was my world again.
It's kind of hoping for floating stone. I was going to break me off a piece of the rock. Okay.
So if we do damage to any of those three major areas, basically, fountain, the holding chambers, and the judgment room, I think, would all be significant setbacks to that.
Mm-hmm.
Even if the judgment one is just ceremonial, it would still be a problem for a cult type group.
Yeah.
True.
They would still get offended.
But the problem with that is, are they going to lash back? I mean, the first thing they're going to hit is that tiny little town.
Yeah. Well, they had a decently strong regiment of guards. I mean, you could start an all-out war. There's only 100 of them.
How many people are in town? And how many guards?
In High Hollow? Oh, how many guards in High Hollow?
Of people total and guards.
Probably has like three score guards, so in the neighborhood of 40 to 60, I would say, armed footmen.
They're all you're coming back.
Yeah, we're coming back now. Yeah, so probably about that.
Around this one?
How many?
40 to 60. Yeah, depending. And then the size of the town of High Hollow, probably a lot. Probably several hundred.
Okay, so if we take 50 guards, and we assume that it takes 4 of them per yuan-ti, to be about fair, then that means
Depending on the time.
they've got
Depending on
between
the
10 and 15 that they can handle. We'll have to take out the other 100.
Yeah. And the rest of the town has 0 fighting experience. Even if you handed them a pitchfork, they would probably stab themselves in the eye.
So
I have all sorts of confidence in that.
So we can't rely on the town for much. Maybe we could search the mountains and round up some of those owlbears or something and send them through.
Herding owlbears. Corral them up.
Yeah, I think your last plan was really good. I think you go in and we basically just do a smash and grab. We try and release as many of the monsters as we can, and then we run over and try and destroy the fountain. And then we just
head down the
run
hall
away.
and jump again.
Because that'll go in order. We come in through the entrance, we go to the one side, try and free as many as we can, then we run out to the fountain, and then that's on our way to the exit.
We need to experiment with that barrier around the arena. See what can go in and out.
Yeah, true.
What exactly is stopping it.
Yeah. I did write that down somewhere. How exactly it works.
Hopefully it's not just a one-way thing. You go inside and you can never go out. I remember we tossed the guy through it when he didn't have a band on, but he couldn't go through when he did have it on.
Yes.
But I don't know if that doesn't make sense to me.
What's it?
It doesn't make sense that the barrier would only keep out things that have the band on them. Unless maybe it's reversed on the way out. So that people inside with the band could get out,
Yeah.
but not back in, so you couldn't accidentally fall in or something.
Yeah, I guess. I don't know.
That could sort of work. I don't know.
I have the exact
So,
way it works.
like I said, we'll have to experiment with that a little bit before we do it. I'm a little worried, though, that whenever we go back into this courtyard, there's going to be 20 guys waiting for us.
True. I might just up the post.
God.
Yeah, because it'll be on high alert. It's like hitting a beehive.
At least anytime in the next few days or longer, it'll be dangerous to head back.
Yeah, sure.
The hostage does tell you that in that area where all the mutants are kept, those are basically there's 2 hallways that crisscross each other, like it shows there, and then there are all the other cages are dispersed throughout the room, and they're all a separate lock on the door.
I asked him to recall what animals they brought in there besides sheep. What can he remember?
It's literally a menagerie. There's anything you can imagine. It's like a zoo in there. A zoo of mutated beasts.
Did any bears survive?
Bears?
Yes.
If they did, they're not bears anymore.
And that's my problem. Big snake-like bear things.
This reminds me of what you found in my games.
Do what?
You found under the wizard's little hut. He had this collection of mutated animals in his basement.
Which wizard?
It was just a one-day adventure.
Oh, really? Actually,
But it was my campaign, but it didn't really have
I
much to
remember
do with the
Chad
rest.
Ranther. Good old Chad.
Chad Ranther's Bane.
Yeah.
This is the one where you were herding up cats to interrogate,
Oh yeah, I do remember that.
Yeah.
and you quietly go up next to it and gently cut its throat. That was
That's right.
Alright. But we're not going to do that because we want to set them free to cause as much havoc as possible.
Yeah.
But
However,
we set them free. How do we know they're not going to fall through the lens?
Yeah.
Anybody have a mass pick locks spell?
Nope.
No, but we do have invisibility and lockpicks.
But I am can smite it. Don't have to see it.
And pass without trace.
And invisibility.
Yeah, so pass without trace plus invisibility on the thief.
Yep.
And then we send him in, go pick all of the locks.
Yeah, but once he picks the first one, how does he get out before the animal eats it?
Well, he doesn't have to open them all up. Just pick the locks.
Yeah.
Can you put him to sleep? A massive
No.
sleep spell.
Someone go in there with a trank rifle.
You're going down!
First of all, sleep is a wizard spell, and secondly, it's hit point based.
Secondly, it's deep.
So we couldn't put anything powerful to sleep with it.
Firstly, it never worked. Secondly,
What if we had a really big bag of holding
you don't.
and we could corral it in a bag of holding and then release it somewhere else?
We've got one that holds 250 pounds, but that's not going to be enough for any big animal. And we're going to bring the boulder in there
To destroy the
to destroy the
fountain.
fountain.
Yeah.
Unless you have a better idea.
Yeah, let's do that. Sort of makeshift use of force.
Use that as the Indiana Jones thing and roll it down the hallway in case guards come.
No, we're just going to climb up the stairs, spider climb onto the ceiling, and then unleash boulder on the fountain. On the edge of it to try to knock off the side.
How big is the mouth of the bag of holding?
That's a good question.
How very.
I don't know, it's a normal sack. I think it's a few feet across. But rocks weigh a lot for not much size, so it shouldn't be that hard to find a 250-pound-ish rock that could fit in it.
What about cannonballs? Do they have something like that back home?
Not if they're good. They wouldn't have cannonballs without gunpowder.
Yeah.
An average sandstone boulder weighs 175 pounds per cubic foot.
Yeah, so if we got, a foot and a half of rock,
I don't think the bag of holding is that big. It's probably
well, they're
yeah,
supposed to be
I'll
like big sacks.
it'll probably open to maybe 2 feet across, 2 feet around, like 2 foot diameter. I would say.
I think they're bigger than that, but whatever. That's big enough again. So we just break off a nice.
Well, that's 2 feet round, but if you were, I guess a 1.5 foot square. A bag of holding is a common cloth sack 2 feet by 4 feet in size. So it's 2 feet across, unopened, which means it's less than that.
Okay, so that comes down to. So 2 divided by pi. So it's got a 0.63 times 12. 7.5 inches across, opened. That doesn't seem right.
Doesn't seem right.
Just don't seem right.
So it's like this. Like if this is 2 feet across, then if you open it up.
Wait a minute. Does the fountain have like a top to it? Like, is it a bowl sitting on a pedestal piece? Like a wine glass? What if we just snap the pedestal piece out from under it?
How do we get the sideways force to do that? It's a lot easier to get vertical force.
Sideways force? Isn't this thing floating? Couldn't we hook something to it and throw it off the side of the palace?
It's not floating.
It's not outside.
Yeah, it's all
It's
inside.
inside.
Yeah, but how far is the distance from the pedestal piece to the outside?
We never went outside.
That's what I'm saying.
Unless
We asked
there's,
him.
Oh yeah. Ask me if there's some kind of window near where that top level is.
Looks like it would be. It's pretty thin right there. Like if
Any-
we went
any
out
kind of
somebody's,
window, it's
like
whatever.
if we went out one of their rooms or something, went to one of their rooms.
We did see a window in a room.
Yeah.
To do what now?
hook a chain or something to the bottom pedestal piece of that fountain, and hook a weight or something and throw it out the window to where it would snap off.
I mean, it's a thick, like the size of a tree trunk.
We still could break it somehow.
Well, that's what we're thinking.
Acid?
Yeah, that's what Thane's thinking is to try and drop a rock.
Big rock on
crack
it.
the rim.
What if we poured acid on it?
You don't have acid, and acid doesn't do much to rock.
Well, would the acid stay in the solution? So the next time they
They're
go to
just
dip something
constantly
in
filling
it,
up anyway.
Yeah.
I assume it's got to drain out the bottom, so it wouldn't have much effect for long.
where's it draining to, though?
Maybe they drink it instead of water. I don't know.
We don't know where it's coming from. We don't know where it's going to.
Okay, we ask our hostage.
Like
Does he have any
top-notch
idea
joke. Where do
where
you
it
come
comes
from? Where
from?
do you
Each of those fluids or where they go?
I have no idea. It was there when I became a part of the clan, and it was there a long time before that. They told me.
You don't get around much in this palace, do you?
Oh no. No.
It's going to make me regret saving you.
That's why I became part of the clan, because I wanted to not get around much.
It's going to make me regret saving you.
I think my mistake was that I think it's 14 or 15 inches across.
That sounds more.
I forgot to double the length since it's 2 feet. It would be 2
Okay.
plus 2. So,
So how long? How far?
so yeah, the open stack would be 15 inches across.
That's enough to get.
Oh, but that's round. You're talking about one cubic foot would be 12 inches square. So
Yeah, but
you
if we
have a
just get-
15 foot wide or a 15-inch wide circle, that's not. You can't fit a square peg into a round hole. That's
Well, it'll be. We can just get, a few boulders, but one that's really big, like 200 pounds, and another 50-pound one or something. Just stuff them in together.
But you can't even fit a 12-inch. Well, I guess if the boulder is round, then it would be smaller than that still. So probably the biggest one you could even fit in the bag would be maybe 150 pounds. But that's still a decent size.
Yeah.
150 pounds is a lot of weight. That's me. That's me in a foot.
In rock
older,
form.
older foot, yeah.
What does fire do to rock?
Nothing. Makes
Pretty
it
much
hot.
nothing.
Yeah.
I mean, you can get rock high enough to melt, can you not?
Well,
That's
yeah.
what, theoretically,
At
that's
like 6,000 degrees.
yeah, that's what I'm saying. Theoretically, that's what.
If you're
Lava
going to
is
build
what
a forge,
Google science questions.
No, I'm just saying. Like,
Why
is there a
does every
spell?
D&D session that we
Dude,
play?
that's actually what I said. How hot does rock? And then the first suggestion was have to be to melt.
So that
Igneous rocks form through the crystallization of magma. All the
Prepare for the
silicates
science
are
lesson,
molten
please.
at about 1200 degrees Celsius,
okay.
and all are solid when cooled to about 600 degrees Celsius.
Can we get some type of fireball spell or something?
no.
No.
I mean, I've got fireball. It's not going to do that.
We can't get like a fire in a bottle kind of thing.
Nope.
1200 degrees Celsius, just for a frame of reference, is 2,192 degrees Fahrenheit.
Can I get you to write that down for me?
So it's approximately 21 times hotter than the hottest day this summer.
You know when you cook like a pizza in the oven at 400 degrees?
Yeah,
It's like more than that.
it's like
Yeah.
Well, I get that.
it's like 5 times that hot.
So we need a microwave.
A
really long drive.
really good microwave.
Yeah, even ovens only clean themselves at 700 degrees. You're talking 3 times that. So just get 3 ovens
You can't.
right next to each other. What?
Multiplying heat really has no meaning.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah,
because
exactly.
because the exponential capability of something that hot to destroy matter.
Okay, Mr. Google. Google this. How quickly do lizard people burn. Because we can set the place on
They're
fire.
not lizard folk.
We
just
can't set the
the
place on
lizard.
fire because it is also rock.
Yeah,
That was the problem before.
it's all made of stone.
There
Stone
is still
temple.
your pile or your puddle of oil at the basin of the fountain. If
Unless
we
they
had that
cleaned it
now.
up.
Yeah, unless they cleaned it.
He's like, yep, that's what my job was before I got on the raiding crew. I was a janitor. They only let me come and fight because I can swim and not really good.
Swing them out.
He's really making me regret that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Really correct.
So
With every breath.
if this is also too dangerous. I'm gonna say if we brought a whole bunch more oil, dumped it into the basin, and set it on fire.
Yeah.
Dude, then it explodes and you all get exposed to the liquid.
I mean, that's true. We do have, if we could do flaming arrows. It's a pretty
And
big
you still
target.
get fire from a distance.
Yeah, or any kind of fire spell, anything like that. Just light the whole. Yeah, mix the oil in with the liquid, and then light the oil on fire. It might not destroy the fountain, but it definitely messes with whatever.
Mage hand a torch over there.
Yep.
Mhm.
Yeah, anything like
I don't
that.
have mage hand. But it,
He has it.
oh, you do have mage hand?
Yeah.
I didn't know. Okay.
Yeah.
I've never used it. Ever. Not once.
Let's do that.
We could, but that still only affects what's actually in the basin.
How many oil flasks could we put in the bag of holding?
We could fit approximately 4 gallons. I think. No. Yeah, 4 gallons.
That's quite a bit. Would a barrel fit in the bag of holding?
Probably not. We just
No.
determined that the opening of it is about
No,
this.
it's
What
not
about
that big.
About
What-
15.
What about the bar kegs? Like the small. We could
Yeah.
fill those with oil, maybe.
Throw a few kegs in there. Yeah, sure.
And then we gotta ignite the sucker.
Which, like you said, torch, mage hand. Job done.
If it works.
If it works. This is oil and fire. Wait, hold on. Did I just hear you correctly? Did I just hear Andy Andromedon Anders say, will it work? Talking about lighting oil on fire. Because I must be in another dimension if that's the case.
Shut up.
The question isn't whether we can light it on fire, it's what effect might it have on the liquid.
Yeah.
If
Let's do
it-
both. Let's light the oil on fire.
What if it
and
just
fire
makes it
up.
boil?
2 plans and just do it.
We still kind of need to know where the liquid's going, because if it's constantly flowing and we set it on fire, isn't it going to constantly flow through that place somewhere?
Well, the fire would go out when it goes underneath.
Maybe not.
If there's no
It's
air.
oil.
There's no air.
You don't know that. You don't know how big of a thing it's going through.
To get through to the bottom of the basin, there's no air.
I think it's a deep call.
It's a game.
I'm calling it a deep
Whether
call.
there's air.
Yes. When it passes through the basin, is there enough air for the fire to stay ignited?
You have absolutely no way of knowing that.
And he's saying no. Exactly. He's saying no, and I'm saying it
If
could
you
happen.
light a fire on top of the water or whatever,
Yeah.
on top of the liquid, there's no way that fire is ever going to get down underneath
No way,
through
not
the
a
tunnel.
chance. Basic physics,
Yeah.
not a chance. But the reason that when in the movies, when a ship explodes and the top of the water is burning, it's because the oil and the
I
gasoline
get that.
don't
Mix.
I get
mix with
that.
the water.
I get
So the second they mix and go
Still funny
under,
because it's-
the fire stops.
I get that, but the liquid doesn't stay in the basin.
Hmm.
It travels.
Here's,
Right.
here's a question now.
So do we know it's traveling straight down, or do we know it goes out?
You do not know.
That's my point. Because if it goes out from the basin, it's staying level. That fire could travel.
You would
If we
assume
get the fire
since,
down to there.
since it's shaped like a wine glass, that you would assume that it drains out through the base of the pedestal.
But it's also attached to the wall.
Okay, were the
No.
heads?
There's a walkway. There are two. Remember the two staircases that go up, and there's a platform above it that you guys were standing on to dip into the water. It's attached to the lip of that platform, but there's no wall anywhere close to it.
Okay, I was thinking it was attached to the wall.
Oh no, it's a freestanding structure aside from the fact that it is attached to the walkway up there.
Okay.
Okay. Were the snakeheads that were pouring in the liquid, were they metal or stone?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
The snakeheads that were pouring liquid in, they're stone as well.
It's all part of the same thing?
Yeah, it's all stone.
Okay, I think we'd be better served by breaking off those rather than trying to break the basin,
Yeah, true. Let's do that.
because then it never mixes in the first place.
Yeah.
Yeah, but each individual liquid is dangerous in itself.
Yeah.
So how are you gonna smash the snakehead without getting
Same
on
thing,
you?
just drop the ball on the head instead of on the edge of the basin.
Yeah, do both. Drop the boulder first, set someone up, spider climb, whatever. Drop the boulder, smash as many heads off as you can. Throw the oil in, light it on fire, and run away. That's mine. Go do both.
Yeah. We have to break it first, though, because we don't want to
Right.
be there when it's burning.
How many flasks of oil can one person carry?
Again, I'm
Here
asking
comes
you.
the question.
Well, what's your weight allowance? Isn't it like 10 times? Maybe, or 15 something? They don't even leave a place for it on your sheet.
I don't even see it on the sheet.
I
You have
have
a
it-
weight allowance?
I have it on mine, but only because I used the this thing. It's got a
It's
space
just,
for it.
it's either like 10 or 15 times your strength.
Where do you
Yeah.
see it? Oh, it's because you're using the sheet.
It's in there. It's in the rule book, just not on the.
I think your maximum is 15 times your strength. Oh, it's right here. Yep. Carrying capacity is strength score times 15. And
So if my strength is a 13, it's 15 times that?
Yeah.
So 195. Obviously, I don't think my gear weighs all that. I don't really have that much gear.
so if we get loaded down, they'll be heavily encumbered. I'm just carrying 300 pounds of oil. How much does that cost?
Oh, money's not on it. Did I just say that?
Oil flask. Doesn't have pints. How many pints do you have?
Huh?
Pints to the gallon.
Pints per gallon?
Yeah. Do you know that is a pint
16?
2 cup?
No.
I don't know pints. I don't measure pints.
There are 8 pints in a gallon.
I guess. Like,
Yeah, 8 are
2 pints in a quart, 4 quarts.
wow, their weight measurements are wrong.
Hmm.
They say a flask of oil, which is supposedly a pint, is 1 pound. Is that, oh no, if it's 8, then that's right. That's good. Okay. So, silver piece for 250 pounds of oil, 25 gold, and that would fit in our bag of holding if we wanted to, or we could have the boulder there. However we want to do this.
I think we should carry the oil. I think people should carry the oil. We could buy backpacks, separate packs, put them in the packs. That way it'd be easier to drop an entire pack of oil.
Okay. Just get water skins of oil.
Yeah.
That makes them lighter. Yeah.
Okay, but this is not really addressing our problem all that much. Can we make it back to town and rest and see if I can bring Tommy back?
Yeah, let's do that first. Yeah, we go.
Okay, well, you're already in town.
Yeah, he already said we was town.
Okay.
Okay, then We'll have a short rest first, identify the bracers and harp, and then continue the rest to be a long rest, during which I will swap out spells.
Okay, so it was like mid-afternoon when you got back, like 3 or 4 o'clock.
Where do we go? Do we go back to our rooms, or
We should inform the mayor.
Yes. Just so he knows in case, things happen.
Keep the guard out tonight on very careful watch.
Yeah.
Yeah, we kind of made some people mad.
we need to warn the townspeople too, because they're going to attack farms before they attack the city.
That's true.
Yeah. And we should also keep watch at the edge tonight. But tell
Mayor Regulus.
I have that written down. Mayor Yes, we seek an audience with the mayor. Is he available?
He is available to be audienced. You go and audience him. He audiences you, actually. Well, depending
Well, we're the ones seeking the audience, so does that mean that he's giving us...
Yeah, he gives you an audience. So he audiences you. He bears you an audience. Here.
So, good Sir Mayor, we have someone to report.
Don't you dare comment that again.
Evil Sir Mayor?
That's more like it.
Magnanimous. Yes, what is it? Fellow
First of all,
fair subjects.
we have a hostage. In case you want to...
He spits out his wine. A hostage? What is the meaning of this?
Not one of your people.
Well,
Oh.
he's become a source of information for us.
Oh, really? Bring this hostage forward.
Okay, Grimlock, come on over here.
He goes, ah! And gets up on his chair like this. God, seize him.
Ain't no need to be seized. He's already tied up.
How could you bring that filthy abomination in here?
You just told us to.
What? When did I do that?
When he said bring him in here.
Yeah, we
No,
told
I
you
mean, how could you have a hostage? That thing should be dead.
because he's a source of information,
Like what kind of information?
like about the palace,
What palace?
Their base.
where they came from.
They have a palace?
Yes.
Why don't I have a palace?
Because you didn't raid it and take it? I don't know.
They inherited it. Assuming.
Is it nice?
No, it's full of things like that.
And worse.
And worse. That's true. That's not a lie.
No, that does not appeal to me in the least.
So anyway, we thought we should let you know in case you wanted to perhaps question him or throw him in prison or do whatever.
Let me know what.
And
That they have a palace?
we'll let you know that we have a hostage.
Oh,
Also,
We wanted to let you know that we probably pissed him off.
as part of our plan
He's
to
gonna change it.
as part of our plan to keep them from attacking you again,
we decided to make them attack you.
we
Attempted.
we infiltrated their palace
Yeah.
and to scout out the area and ended up setting off a chain of events wherein they sent some of their strongest warriors after us, whom we killed, by the way, but they will not be happy, I'm sure. So I advise, I think we left a powerful message, and we hope that they do not attack us because of that, because of our message. But we do advise keeping the guard on high alert tonight in case. We will also be willing to stand watch.
That would be helpful. Yeah, that would be real helpful. It's like, stuff. My guards are guards, but they're not anything more than that. They're pretty much just dudes with swords.
Look at
Great morale.
Mine's not a sword, it's a spear. But he never pays attention to me. Keeps calling me Johnson. My name's Jackson.
Alright.
That Oh, shut up, Johnson.
Silence, Johnson. He says, well, thank you for the warning. What do you plan to do about this?
We have plans to disrupt their activities. They were performing some rather dangerous experiments in their palace.
Sounds dangerous.
They wanted your sheep for these experiments. So we believe that by disrupting these experiments, we could potentially
Disrupt my sheep.
keep them from disrupting your sheep. Because they will
We need to know, do you have any superior weapons?
So
that,
when are we getting the sheep back?
the sheep, unfortunately, are all dead. Or worse.
Yeah.
That is unfortunate news.
Oh, or worse. The or worse is the unfortunate part.
How so?
Picture mixing this, but only sheep-like.
Ooh.
And bigger and scalier and nastier and meaner.
Why would they want to do that to poor innocent
They're
sheep?
trying to raise their evil god because they think by doing repulsive things that he'll wake up.
That is dumb.
Well,
This is why we hate your people. Because you make no sense.
is he talking to you right there?
Yeah, and you're mean.
Do you have any superior weapons that we don't know about?
None whatsoever. I mean, take him out of the room. We have lots of superior weapons that are awesome and
Oh
great.
my god, he's a great leader.
And they are the best weapons ever. Take him out of here, I said. They're scary weapons for anybody who should choose to come against us. They will be weaponized with utmost
Weaponry.
utmost prejudice.
Boy, this is
So the town is aware. We can stand watch. We'll position ourselves closest to the mountains.
what happens when 300 of them walk out of there? I mean, we turn tail and run and leave the city to its demise.
Yeah, well, while you guys are here, there's something you should know. I received word this morning from Belgard.
Okay.
It appears that crime has run rampant in the city. There have been,
That's where we came from.
yeah, there have been innumerable reports of a rise in thefts, violence, murder, all sorts of things going on.
Is this our home?
This is Belgard, where Galrandi grew up, where you came back from Korangadan, the big city, where you found
Oh,
Reyna,
the mob boss has gone stupid.
The mob boss?
Mezzo.
Yeah, Mezzo, the mob boss.
We killed Mezzo.
Yes.
Yeah, Mezzo's dead.
Yeah,
I
that's
made
right.
sure of that.
Mhm.
So then it's not
He
him.
was not at the top.
No, but
He's the
because
Mezzo.
yeah, he was the Mezzo middle. But because we killed Mezzo middle, somebody up top got all ticky.
I know. I think it's because of that the whole thing with the merchant's daughter, and we confronted her.
What's going on with the chick? Is she still there?
Which
The daughter.
Go in.
she was in a different town, and we
She was in this town. You confronted
She's
her
in
and
here.
told her to do the right thing, and
Yeah.
she was like, okay, just,
That quest is over.
and she went back.
you don't know. for sure.
What if she didn't do the right thing? What if she told Daddy and Daddy got mad and started destroying the town?
Possible. That's
Possible.
kind of what I'm thinking. I think he's at bad, and he's the one causing the problems, most likely.
But it's like a rising crime though. It's not like just one person going on a rampage. It sounds like a bunch of different
Okay.
people.
New plan. We hire a yuan-ti army to go back and take out the criminals.
And anyone that they capture, they
They
can
can
use for
keep.
the experiment.
They can just keep, yeah.
And you just transport all the criminals to the sky.
Nice.
And
Two
then that
birds, one
way,
stone.
that way we know exactly how many yuan-ti are in the castle. Palace.
Including the ones that we just added to their number.
Well, no, we'll kill them all before they get back.
Okay.
They'll accidentally
I
not
don't think this
return.
plan will.
Yeah.
It's just brainstorming there. Give me a minute, all right? Why is it our problem that crime is on the rise there?
It's not. He's not saying it's your problem. He's just saying he got word that there's unrest in the city.
Unrest in the capital, right?
Yeah, in the capital, and that kind of
that's
has
bad.
that has a ripple effect to the
Mm.
nearby towns. Not necessarily that anything's going to happen. It's just kind of unsettling. That's all.
Do we want to head back there? Not necessarily right now, but
I think we got arrested.
why?
We did go and break into the guards and like beat the crap out of
No
them.
one saw us.
That we know of.
You were wearing twerkers.
That we know of.
Yes, no,
We
you
do
were
know that we
wearing.
were.
Which we burned, I believe.
I,
That you know.
that nobody saw us burning. That we know of.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I'm all about doing the right thing, but not when it stretches my own neck.
We must spread the light and convince these criminals to turn from their evil ways.
Yes.
Yeah.
All criminals.
Good speech. Get her done.
Go forth and multiply or something.
Okay, well, we'll deal with that after this.
Yeah.
This is their more pressing threat.
Is this a threat? Is it honestly a threat?
It's definitely a threat. It's a question of whether or not we.
Is it an immediate threat, though?
Immediate?
Yeah, wouldn't it be?
Well, because we killed off a couple of their big guys and sent them back.
Yeah,
they may
we
think
got, like,
twice before they come back.
10 or 11 or 12 left.
Yeah, they might retaliate. Is the main issue.
Yeah, they may retaliate. That's not technically our problem. We haven't been paid anything for this.
I definitely call it a threat, though.
It's not our problem.
None of these things are.
This guy was paying us to return sheep. There's no sheep to return. I mean, we can return the sheep if you really want us to.
That is
You may not like the quality of the meat.
that is a good point, sir, Mayor, good sir, Mayor,
Yes.
sir. We have figured out exactly what has happened to your sheep. What?
Oh, I know the answer to this one before you say it.
How would you like to proceed with our business relationship?
Well, since I was going to pay you based on the number of sheep you brought back to me,
He was going to pay us to stop yuan-ti from coming on a monthly basis until he paid the full amount.
say what?
Don't you remember that?
Record scratch. Hold up. I said I would pay you a specific fee for each Dathiri shepherd you killed.
We made another agreement just a few days ago.
That's true, we did.
I am at a loss as to because a few days ago
As to
To
why
me-
I would do such a
to
thing.
me it feels like a month ago. For some reason.
I think it was a total of like 1,000 or 2,000 gold for the party, but that was assuming that we could keep the yuan-ti from ever attacking again, and then that would be paid back like a couple hundred a month
See, that's where
until
we,
the full amount was done.
that's where we made a mistake because before he was paying us per sheep per shepherd. We should have been paid per yuan-ti that we brought back. Then we could have made some money because old big boy could have brought a good price.
Mhm.
We charge him by the pound.
Yeah, that's true.
We're out of tender. I'll kill the one.
Okay, so yeah, we originally had that deal. The new deal is to keep them from continuing to keep the yuan-ti from continuing to attack us.
We can't do that without killing them all.
Or if we can kill the rest of them to drive them away, or
Oh,
if we
yeah.
destroy their base enough that they seek new place to live.
They're not going to do that. That's old heritage, old magic. They're not going to abandon it.
Yeah, so
Okay, what if
this was what I had down for last time. So it was 1 silver piece per sheep, 5 gold pieces per murdered shepherd. And he was sending a request to Lucian King of Belgard for extra troops to defend High Hollow. And his response to that was, there's extra crime breaking out in the city. I can't send extra troops right now.
Okay. So that's why he noticed that.
Yes.
So,
Yeah, so then I guess he did say, like, if you can stop them from ever attacking again. But I can't remember what figure he used because I didn't write it down.
I don't know the exact number. I'm thinking it was 2,000, but that's really just a guess.
Maybe Sam had it written down?
I doubt it.
I remember Sam quoting something at some point.
Putting a figure there? What was Jim?
That's true. We gotta check out ours.
Okay,
No.
so when we fall through, do you have any questions?
Mm-hmm.
When we fall through those portals, specifically the one coming back to normal Earth, you're just falling top speed until you hit the lens, and then you start to slow down? Is that right?
No, you start to slow down before you get to the lens. You do reach terminal velocity for quite a while, though.
Okay, how fast, roughly, were we going when we went through the lens? Enough that it would hurt to land right then?
No, you're pretty slow.
Is there anything that falls through the lens that does not slow down?
We haven't tested enough.
Yeah,
I wonder if we sent a
Probably not.
stone through it.
you've dropped stuff, but you just didn't see where it looked like.
So that's what we need to do. We need to put one person on each side, and I do the connecting minds thing.
Okay, but it's like a 10-minute fall. There's a lot of separation between people.
That's a lot of combat rounds. All the guys are
I'll be invisible. Fall through invisible.
Okay. I was more interested in setting up a trap that they wouldn't just land gently on when they fall down. Like if we could set up something in the walls, like spikes pointing out of it, that they would fall onto it.
No,
Yeah.
it will land gently. You kind of feel like that's half the reason the lenses are there.
If you put a big vat of acid there, they can fall gently into.
Yeah, that won't matter.
Boiling water.
Easy to.
Bubble, bubble, bubble.
You would have to have people there maintaining it, throwing logs in the fire.
You
but
will be in a small cave room with a fire of burning logs beneath a giant vat of water. You know how much smoke that's gonna make? You'll
It's kind of cool. I like it. It's not a great job, but somebody might want it.
Yeah,
You'd be serving the king and all his
economy
glory.
life right now.
You can have one person in there stoking the flames, and then like a long pipe, and then everybody else with straws at the other end, sucking all the smoke out.
Okay.
Well, they stand. You build a big tube that leads outside it, but they stand at the other end for bellows, so they blow the smoke right into the tube.
Acid. 1 vial of acid is 25 gold.
Sweet, dude. So you only have to get like 1,000 of those.
Yeah.
Everybody got 25 grand.
We got
I'm gonna say, yeah. I honestly can't remember how much gold he would have offered you.
I never know.
I don't feel like a mayor of a town this size would have 1,000 gold lying around. He might.
It's not that important for
Has
me.
he paid you anything at all yet?
it. No.
No. Okay. So the last big motherload you got was from under Bezos' chair.
Correct.
Okay. He offers you 800 if the
Attack stop.
if the attack stop.
Okay.
800. Alright. I'll see what we can do, Captain.
Alright, would you care to keep our hostage? Because I don't care to
Sure.
keep him
Chuck him
anymore.
in the dungeon.
Alright, good.
Do you care? Maybe.
His opinion doesn't count.
I was going to use him as a personal guide when we went back.
He gave us a map.
Yeah.
We
He's
know the
more,
layout well enough.
more trouble than he's worth now.
Yeah, and he can always just
He's
go
also a
in there
human
and
shield.
start screaming and alert everyone.
Semi-human.
where they are. It's a bad idea. Okay, so Let's take our long rest and identify those
Yes.
bracers.
Let's do it. We do that.
All
We'll
right.
set up our camp at the edge of town towards the mountains.
Let's see here. The bracers are the bracers of.
Brace.
Wait for it.
Brace
The
yourself.
bracers of the owl.
Well, we did say that. You did say that before.
Bracers of the owl. I did.
I don't know if anyone wrote it down.
I didn't.
Maybe you were going to take a long rest.
Somebody took those.
I think you were
Hobbit
going to
took those,
take a
didn't he?
long rest, and then the yuan-ti came.
Wait, does
Or you were
does
going to take a short rest or something.
Didn't the Hobbit take those?
someone might have them?
Somebody has those.
This is
Doran or
archery.
Jor or
Yeah, do you have that?
I don't think
I don't have them.
Doran, he doesn't have them.
Does Jer?
It's on the back here. So Doran has it.
Doran
Oh,
has
Doran
them.
You
does have it.
can see through darkness, smoke, or fire in a 20-foot radius.
See, I have those. I have that written on here. See through darkness, smoke, fog. But I haven't had to erase the other parts. So yes, we definitely identified. those
Okay,
last
as
time.
if in unobstructed daylight. Yes.
Okay.
So he can stand in the cave and stoke those flames.
He could. And that's a good spot for him.
Alright, but for now, let's take a long rest while we wait for the
Just says
next
see through. It doesn't say breathe through.
True.
Mm.
All right. Long rest it is.
Can I swap out my spells?
Yep.
Anything coming?
All right, let's
You're
try.
not. Yeah, you're not in the cave. You're in town.
Yeah, we're gonna camp at the edge of town. So until night falls, we'll be taking our rest. And
How long of a rest is that?
it's
8 hours.
8 hours.
So then it'll be midnight when you wake up. When you finish.
You don't have to sleep, I think, after low activity.
In my game, you have to sleep.
Sleep.
because
Go
not
on, sleep.
sleeping-
I can stay up.
because not sleeping is unnatural, unless you're not.
Well, I'm saying it's middle. I don't know how it works if you're camping in the middle of the day. Whatever.
Doesn't hurt me.
So sure, we sleep, we wake up, memorize spells, and then you get rid of.
I guess he regains all hit points. Doran.
Yep. If
Yep.
that's the rule, then that's what happens.
Yeah.
All hit points.
Oh, the bones.
All hit points in half of your dice.
Get some hit.
Oh, you only get half your hit dice back?
Yeah.
Oh, huh. Interesting.
I don't think it's ever mattered to us.
Yeah. I don't use too many. Alright, so now we wake up and then we try to fix our fire.
Yeah.
Oh, this is gonna be brutal.
I cast Remove Curse on Tommy.
Well, we gotta bring him back to human first, don't we?
Well, the long rest should do that. So he'll be writhing in pain when we wake up.
So our alarm clock goes off, which is Tommy screaming.
Is he still itching and affected by anything?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Oh.
So,
So we remove said armor.
actually, could you give me... Would I know if this is enough to remove that effect? It says it removes all curses affecting a creature.
What if this isn't technically a curse?
Then I also have this. But I'm wondering...
He has all these bingo cards and we have nothing.
Okay, that is more like it, but
It says one disease or condition, if it counts as a disease, basically, or a curse. And it seems like it should be one of the two.
it's technically a condition. There's no rules for mutations, which is what it is.
Yeah, but
It's a condition, but it's more serious than any of these 4 conditions listed here.
So you use both items on him.
I would say, is there lesser restoration and greater? Is there lesser restoration and greater?
I'm not sure what the normal one is.
Oh wow. Yeah, is that loose? Is that like screwed in?
I don't know. It feels loose.
Because it's Okay.
I don't want to mess with it. I won't break it.
I don't know. It looks like it's just.
Okay, greater restoration.
Just pops in.
Yeah, it pops in and there's a little like. So,
Interesting. Greater restoration is a 5th level spell. Costs 100 gold piece diamond dust. Says you undo a debilitating effect. You can reduce the target's exhaustion level by 1 or and one of the following effects. So you can end one effect that charmed petrified the target, one curse including attunement to curse magic item, any reduction to one of the target's ability scores, or one effect reducing the target's hit point maximum. That's the greater restoration.
that's greater. Okay, I would say that you think that a greater restoration spell might do the trick.
Where are we going to get that? He needs a 9th level caster.
That's how serious it is.
Okay, well in the meantime, I'll do the remove curse to get his armor off of him so he can...
Everybody can make a knowledge local check to answer things.
There's no knowledge local.
Knowledge, something having to do with the world that you live in.
History?
Yes.
Yeah, that's probably the closest one.
History, investigation? Either of those?
Yeah, do history.
Religion?
History.
So I got 8 on history. So
I
yeah,
have
that's
0 on all those, so. I got 5. Yeah.
Everybody can roll twice because you're all playing 2 characters tonight.
What are we using?
History. Knowledge history.
And what if it's unchecked?
Then just whatever your...
Is there a negative to that?
Tell me that's 12.
It's whatever your regular bonus is. 3.
I got a 5 and a 6. Yeah.
Alright, I got 17 for myself, and I don't know what Dorn got here. Dorn he got a 16 on the roll.
16.
I got a 16. He got a 16. I got a 17.
Okay, so the halfling from the Dalefeld and the elf from Falcon Falls know that possible places to find a 9th level caster would be the following.
Oh, he's screwed. He's screwed.
Sylvan Sworn, which is in the far Thramish north. Eventide, which is in the Sparley. Ralphia, which is the island off the coast of Deep South. And that may be just about it. At least stuff within fairly close to Sylvan. Sylvan Sworn is in the far north. Oh, you may have to refresh your map because remember I just sent out a new one.
Yeah.
It's an updated. I had to update it for the book, for the third book that just came out. So it has some new locations. And such.
Speaking of books, like the book of the campaign.
Oh yeah, the book of the campaign. Yeah.
Sort of.
So,
Find it on there.
okay, so I do have the updated map. What were all the names again?
Sylvan Sworn is an elven city in the north. It's in the White Branch in Thrain. It is.
Oh, okay, like way up there. Okay.
Good God. So you can try Sylvan Sworn. You could try Eventide, which Brian, that's where you're from.
Yeah.
Is more known for its divine casters. And then you could try Ralphia, which is the island off the coast. There are a group of magi there, hill mages,
Kind of heading in that direction.
Yeah.
live
We're heading
in a.
toward.
Where are they?
So we're here.
One way up here,
Yeah, one's way up here.
one right here, one right there.
Okay, that one definitely.
Yeah, Eventide.
Yeah, Eventide.
That's really close to Falcon Falls too. That's where,
Oh,
that's my
so wait,
we're right here now.
So that's back in Bathround.
Yep.
Yeah.
We disguise ourselves.
We're wanted.
What does he look like once we get the armor off him?
He looks like a Pop-Tart without the skin that's been in the toaster oven for like 5 minutes too long.
Those of you who never overcooked a Pop-Tart, he looks bad.
Yeah, it's looking real rough. Right
He
now.
looks really bad. Oh, poor guy.
Can he do stuff though?
No.
Now that he's no longer.
He's completely incapacitated.
Well, he's able to like to scratch the itch
Yeah,
now,
he can
so
scratch the itch. So you took the armor off of him?
Yeah.
You got okay.
I cast that spell.
Alright, so you remove the armor. He basically all he can do is scratch himself.
But it does relieve the pain somewhat.
Debatable. You can't really. It doesn't like make any progress, but like he feels compelled, like he has to do it at all times.
Alright, do we just need to stab him and turn him back to the bush?
He probably can't like sleep or anything.
Yeah, he'll drive himself crazy.
So can't ask him because he's not here. But if we asked his character, say, would you rather be a bush again?
I would say probably.
Yeah, I think he'd be writhing.
Okay, so let's not bring him with us though. It's like leave him in town, planted somewhere, safe and secure.
Mm-hmm.
Or not in town because town might be attacked. So out in the middle of the
I'm
woods somewhere.
almost thinking that some of the other characters that are not here need to be behind to watch over him. I mean, I know you want to take as many people as you can because you don't know what we're walking into, but on the same token, he's a plant. What if someone just throws him out the window? Or
Well, no, it's a plant that digs into the ground. So he's
they mow
rooted.
him over. Some
That's why I
sheep
said we
comes
go
along
off
and
into the
eats him.
forest.
It's just-
So we go into the forest and plant him somewhere.
Animals eat plants. I'm just saying. A family of deer come along and tell me he's no more. His silver leaves get plucked from his branches.
It's not a metaphor.
Yeah, well, maybe you don't think so. I don't know. I mean, do you think we're going to need Dorn? Do you think we're going to need Sam? If we could spare one?
There are thieves, so we need at least one of them.
Okay.
It would be better to have both if we're trying to open up all the ages quickly.
We have to leave one behind.
Well, we can
Well-
bring Tommy to.
So much just have a bush above floating above their head.
Yeah, why don't we just leave them with the mayor? Just say, take care of our
House plant.
Yeah, take care. Okay, we're gonna go get rid of these yuan-ti. Will you watch our house plant for us?
Yeah, keep it watered.
And just gone in the morning. Just look for someone screaming and stab them.
Make sure they're wearing a bracelet first.
I guess we can leave them in town. Yeah, but I don't think we should leave the others here.
See, if we hadn't let the lizard guy go off to the jail, we could have chained him to something. Made him watch Tommy. And when Tommy woke back up, he could stab Tommy.
You would trust him to. Not,
I think he would stab Tommy.
Yeah, but you would trust him to not just destroy the book.
It would be his life. I brought him back to life. I spared his life. So by guarding my
He's
friend,
already tried to kill us after you spared his life once.
Yeah.
So,
I think he realized by getting stabbed by his own people, he no longer has a place to go.
I don't think he's all that attached to his life anyway. So,
Yeah. He's had a pretty crappy life.
At least since you guys have come into it.
It's gotten cracked.
so let's.
Just when you think you've reached your level of misery, here's level 10.
We'll leave Tommy with people in town. The mayor, I guess, if he doesn't mind.
Mm-hmm. He's like, yes, I'll have my gardener look after it. I don't have a garden. If I did.
Just don't have him trim any bushes. Any.
Yeah.
And Tommy can just stab himself when he wakes up.
Gosh, what a miserable existence. Okay, so we're leaving Tommy behind as a tree. We are going to go and do our mission, setting free as many animals as we can, and breaking the fountain and lighting it on fire, and then we're going to do the portal and jump home and hope they don't retaliate.
And then,
I think they're going to retaliate no matter what we do.
Yeah,
yeah.
We have to stop the portal somehow.
yeah.
How high up was the lens from the ground again?
The lens from the ground.
The landing one.
The one in the big courtyard.
No, in the cave.
Oh, in the cave? Not very high. Like 20, what did I say, 20 feet up? Yeah.
We could pretty easily climb up there and investigate, see if there's something we can do to damage or destroy it.
What happens when you put something in it? Does it automatically fall?
I think you can't go back through that one.
It's only one way. They can only come through it.
Yeah.
So is it possible to fill the lens hole full of sharp spikes?
That was kind of my idea, except you're moving too slowly for it to do anything real.
Yeah.
But they won't be able to remove said spikes. Unless they can get past the spike to move them. It's kind of like, picture a hole. Alright, this is your hole. And I fill the entire hole with these sharp pencils. The entire hole. So they have to come through and land on them
And slowly chip away at it.
and work their way back through it. Somehow. But if these are all sharp,
It could potentially work if we manage to get enough. We're going to like go into the forest nearby and cut down 20 trees.
And fill 20 cubic feet with solid wood.
Yeah.
with solid wood. Sharp wood.
It doesn't matter if it's sharp.
What if we wouldn't use wood? We could use spears. Or something.
So it doesn't really matter if it's sharp. Now, what we could do is just take a wheelbarrow and a shovel and hire like 20 villagers to come with us.
Mm-hmm.
And then we just have them dump dirt. Fill it up.
Yeah. Then they
Not
can
dirt.
just
Dirt would be too easy.
Yeah, but they're not going to land with digging implements.
Yeah. That's true.
They'll be trapped at the top of space, or the edge of space on the outside. And
Oh, if we fill up the entire thing?
yeah, we get it up at the top.
They'll be able to dig through the dirt though.
No, with what? They'll have
But their
swords.
hands, their feet, their hands, they're lizards. They're snakes, they're whatever.
Okay, maybe it would take a long time.
We use rock. I like rock. That's a good idea to use rock.
Dang it. This is so like. All we have to do is block that one entrance.
What if we
so
just
can't
cork
block
it somehow?
That's what we're doing.
Yeah. That's what we're talking about.
Wait a minute. Isn't there a way that we can raise a column? A slight slab of stone? And just put it at the base of it and put a pillar or something under it?
Huh.
Next level.
Really? What do you get?
Or I guess not next level, like spell level. Stone shape.
Oh.
I could just stand for 5 minutes.
Yeah, exactly.
There, no more tunnel.
Dang it. You have a good point, though. If it's like some kind of large slab of something, stone, or like even if we have to build, you know, a wooden, like really solid wooden platform, and then we, again, hire a bunch of people, raise that up, and then put supports under it.
Cork it.
Yeah, cork the hole.
Cork it.
Yeah.
Because like you
wedge
said,
it.
if they land, they're going to be expecting to land. They're not going to have digging implements with them.
Yeah.
And they have no way of going back up.
Yeah,
So they're going to sit there and die. They're going to starve to death.
yeah. They'll be trapped.
Unless
That could actually work.
one of the guys that lands is so strong that he can punch through stone. But you got to make the stone really thick. So we need to see if the town has any miners.
And I doubt it, or farming shepherd community. Although it is near the mountains. So,
It is.
and if not here, maybe we could try the other side of the mountains.
We need a dwarf.
Why do we need more?
Because dwarves are good with stone. That's all they do is dig and forge stuff out of stone. Why do we have to get a hop without a dwarf?
Because he's a lot sneakier that way.
See, if we had those dual doors, like we did in the other campaign, we just set one underneath and leave it open. And then we point the other one out to the open sea. And they fall through and go.
Just connect the portals and everything.
And then we make faces. 100 of them. Gone. We are thinking about searching for someone who works with stone or does mining or something along those lines.
Corvain would be the place to go. The dwarven stronghold.
How close is that?
Check that. It's very close.
It's
Only
on
a couple,
this
only
thing.
a couple of days away. It's probably three days. Corvain, the dwarven mountain stronghold.
Oh, yeah, that is pretty close.
Yeah, but can we leave this place for a week?
Good question.
Okay. So what if we...
How far do we fly?
If you fly, it's the same distance as if you walk.
But is it faster?
You can only fly for
Only
a
if
little
you
while.
can fly faster than you can walk. Who can fly? And
I can
how?
fly.
Well, you can fly, so then the rest of the party is the same.
Well, he-
That's what I'm saying. They could say I could fly, I could find somebody, and then
What's your fly speed?
I don't.
Faster than 60 feet, because that's how fast your horses go. That's,
I don't know how you base fly speed.
because usually
You
any
gain a flying
creature,
speed of 60 feet,
60 feet.
but you could double move, so 120 feet, double speed.
So you can fly as fast as a horse can run. So you can get there in the same time as you can get there.
But it only lasts for 10 minutes.
Okay, never mind. You can run as fast as a horse for 10 minutes. I know, you can build a giant temple and launch yourself there.
Okay, what we could do...
I would try that.
In this town, do they have anyone with any mining knowledge at all?
It's basically all farmers.
Okay, that's what I figured. We could hire a messenger, send them to Corvain for us, with some written message to go deliver to some mining people, find them, bring them back.
Mining dwarves.
Yeah.
I have animal messenger.
You do?
Oh.
Would the animal be willing to deliver a message 3 days away?
Let me find that.
Send one of the sheep.
Back,
Oh, that's
back,
it.
back,
Um,
back, back.
Maybe your own horse would be willing. Because since it knows you
Do you guys have horses?
did.
I think we've been walking there for.
You've just come back from an ocean voyage, so unless you've bought them since you've been back.
Yeah, I think we've been walking there more.
Actually, yes, I could get 72. Wait, 28, 3 days worth.
That would be just about enough time, depending on the animal, to reach Corvain.
Could be anything. Could be a farm animal too.
Sure. Send a bird to Corvain with a message.
With the thrush. The last night of
What does
the
the animal messenger work? What does it get to do when it gets there?
So, target a tiny beast. Specify a location you have visited.
We haven't visited it.
All right, back to the human. Back to sending a human on a horse.
So we send a messenger to Corvain in search of someone who can mine out the Trouser Cave. All we need to do is destroy their entrance back to our...
Yeah.
Mine out the trouser cave.
Just enough to destroy it, block up.
Wait, there's no article in front of trouser cave. Just
It's
line
just
out trouser cave.
What we're trying to do is we want to erect a slab, stone slab,
Sometimes I want to do that too.
that is large enough to close said hole.
Word choice.
You want to erect a stone slab large
To
enough
keep
to
the-
fill the hole? Alright,
It gets
dude,
better.
whatever you're into,
It
man.
gets better.
Whatever
better.
you're into.
To keep the snakes in.
I know they say not to split the party, but you're on your own on this one.
Come on, guys.
Plan to block the hole with a big stone.
Yeah.
He says mine out. He made it too technical.
So they would be stuck forever.
Yes.
Are there no miners in this town? Is that what we discovered?
Yeah, not here.
Yeah.
We just need someone who can fashion us a stone plug to put up against the lens.
A 20-foot stone plug. Oh no, actually the size of the thing was like this, right? So it was roughly 20 feet circle.
Feet.
Yeah. So yeah, we need it to be 25 feet in diameter because we want to cover the entire hole, and we want it to set on columns or something. So how high do we need it to
About
be
20
up?
feet up.
Okay, so we write down all the dimensions of what we need.
You need someone to build a 25-foot stone disc and have it shipped here by FedEx.
No, that's what we need
Them to come
erected.
here.
That's what we need erected.
So to come here and build one.
That's what we need erected.
You realized before when I looked up the weight of stone, it was 175 pounds per cubic foot, right?
Gotcha. Okay.
You're talking about
Maybe they got a dragon that can carry it or something.
Fire cubes.
Okay, so we go in the woods and we start chopping trees.
yeah, you're talking about like 600 cubic feet of stone, assuming that it's a foot thick. 600 cubic feet times 175 pounds per cubic foot.
Just hire a lot of dwarves. Okay.
We're gonna go broke trying to save this nasty town that hasn't paid us anything.
How about back to our earlier idea of plugging it with tree trunks?
Yeah. Tree stump. Tree trunks. Tree stumps.
They're-
something.
If you don't have any tools to get through them, they're effectively as hard as rock. I mean,
Yeah,
you
definitely.
can't claw through a tree. So
Yeah, let's do that. Tree stumps. Then all we need is people with axes. Just wisdom.
Yeah.
basically.
There's plenty of those in this town.
yeah, if we hired a couple dozen,
It's not up to us to hire.
why not?
It's
Mayor.
it's the mayor's town. He should be
Okay.
the one paying.
Yeah.
No. The mayor is going to pay you 800 gold pieces to stop the yuan-ti from ever attacking again. You know how many villagers you could hire for how many days for 800 gold pieces? There's a profit to be made here.
Yeah, I know there's a profit to be made here.
Gwena is fast becoming your student.
I understand there's a profit to be made here. But the mayor needs to pony up the dough.
No.
No, because he is paying you to stop them from coming back.
Yeah, let's just get a bunch of woodsmen, a couple dozen people. There were trees nearby. Right?
Wait.
There was like mountain forest right down there.
Not near, like a couple of hours away. So you
Wasn't
have
it
to
just
haul
down?
it.
Okay.
Down the mountain.
Is this kind of a poor town?
Kinda.
Okay, I go to the town square and I go, I need strong young men that know how to use axes and that are capable of chopping
You
down
know how to
trees.
plug a hole within a
No, I didn't say that. You heard what I said. That are capable of chopping trees. I need some men that are willing to chop trees for good pay.
We also need animals to haul the trees.
Yeah, you need to haul the trees up into.
We'll talk to the farmers about the carts, about their wagons.
You need to haul the trees up into the mountains, and this is not along the path the mountain pass that you are in. This is like over rocky terrain.
So wagon ain't gonna work.
Well, you can just drag the logs, though.
Yep, you can. You can carry the logs up one by one.
Well, if we got
He's a
we
bear.
got a few horses
We do have a bear.
or some
Do you
other
have a
strong.
bear?
I doubt a horse is gonna get up into that area.
Yeah, he's a bear though.
But you can take a big log and have like, whatever, 8 guys just carrying it on their shoulder.
Yeah. So how many people could we get to volunteer or to hire for this if you're looking?
Let's see. So you go into the town square and shout.
33.
And spend a couple hours, I guess, doing
Okay.
that.
So you canvass town. You search the town. What time is it now? It's midnight. You just look it up.
We'll do it in the morning.
So you canvass the town, knocking on the doors. Hey!
We'll do it in the morning.
In the morning. Okay, so
Nothing
you
happens overnight.
So you stand. You've already slept for 8 hours, so you stand around looking at each other for another 8 hours until morning. Canvass the town.
Wait, does Tommy wake up in that time?
We keep them out.
You stab him every time he turns.
That's what I'm saying. Does he wake up? Can we do that during the 8 hours that we stand there and stare at each other?
Yes, technically yes. 'Cause he regains it.
We start doing the math on how many logs we're going to need and where we're going to go.
Actually, you don't necessarily. You regain all your hit points from a long rest, but you don't get a rest while you're unconscious. So
Oh, okay. So he just stays there.
I think he might get like 1 hit point back every once in a while. I don't remember what it actually.
Well, as soon as he gets 1 hit point back, he turns back.
Yeah, but
So you just slit his throat every day. It's like that that movie 50 First Dates, except instead of losing his memory, he just gets his throat slit over and over.
No, it's like the Tom Cruise movie where he keeps dying every time.
Yeah, the Groundhog Day one.
No,
Yeah, it's the Groundhog Day in space.
yeah.
Edge of Tomorrow.
It's blows up, gets ran over, stuff falls on
That
him.
movie is great.
Yeah, it's so good.
Alright, so you canvass town and you find 15 dudes.
Hey, you 15 dudes.
Do you have 15 brothers?
How much does it pay?
Well,
Depends how quickly you can get it done. You get it done in a day, you get paid more.
So a lot.
Actually, I asked them, what do you normally make in a day?
Not very much. Peasants' wages, farmers' wages, whatever that is.
So it's like a couple copper or
Couple
something.
coppers.
maybe up to a silver.
Yeah.
Let's
Tell them we pay them 10 silver each.
gold.
That's
Gold.
Well, it sounds better, 10 silver.
Sure, and we have more silver to spare.
Yeah.
I'm good.
But this is a couple days of work, probably.
For 15 guys, it's many days of work. Because of the carrying. So you need the trunks to be 20 feet long so that they will be 20 feet high when you put them underneath the lens. Further, you need them to be at least how big around? Like 2 feet around. So how many 2-foot logs does it take to fill one 5-foot square? Approximately 5. So 5 trees will cover this, and you need to do that in a 5x5 area.
So 25 times?
Yes.
So 5 times 5
Probably
times
not quite that big because it will round at
You
the
get
edge.
125 trees.
Right.
Yeah. But round, so less, a little less.
Probably a little less than that. 110, 120.
Yeah. 120.
All right,
to get it
get to
nice
work.
and packed
Okay.
in tight.
The
120 trees.
Okay.
that are 20,
Do we have something? Do we have
25
something?
2 feet around.
Do we have some way of cutting the trees down faster?
That's not the slow part.
Yeah, the slow part is hauling them up into the mountains on the backs of your men.
Were parts of the mountain tree covered? Lots of the mountain actually tree covered?
No, there was the mountain pass which had like grass growing in it.
Yeah.
But remember when you went up into the mountains, it turned into a rocky slope and you lost the trail.
There we go. This will help. I can cast Bull's Strength on
There you go.
the only one. I can do it on potentially 2 of them, double their carrying capacity. Get the strongest guys and make them twice as strong.
I can go there.
So they can each carry.
Instead of using one of them,
I can do it on Brian.
we might be stronger than one of them.
True. So we could probably get 3 groups, 3 trees per trip, I would say. You could send like 7 or 8 guys on each of those trees, and you take another one.
Yeah, I mean, there's what, 7 of you? Well, not including Tommy, so 6 of you, including Elena.
Yeah. So 6 of us and 15 of them.
So 21, so you can have 3 groups of 7.
Spread out the strong.
Although the halflings aren't necessarily carrying the trees. I mean, they can go like this, I guess.
We're still.
I feel like this session has been a series of monumental yet impossible
Pretty much.
tasks.
Yes.
Mostly just planning them.
I feel that's what this is.
Alright. So if we can take 3 trees per trip, hopefully.
Aren't there like stone to mud spells and stuff like that that you
I have stone shape, but I get it in 2 levels.
Yeah, it doesn't get more than
So
2
you
levels.
don't have stone shape.
I will have stone shape. I would have pulled up faster.
I think it'd been quicker just to set a lot of bear traps.
It would definitely be quicker.
But
A lot
I'm
of
not
steel bear traps.
Okay, so they can be doing that, and we can also be filling out our plan at the same time
What's our plan?
of destroying the base and setting the monsters free.
I wouldn't even worry about that. I'd plug the hole and call it a day. Come back when we're stronger.
And then how do we have to unplug the hole to get out?
Yeah,
Well, at least we'd be able to unblock it.
yeah, because that's fair. We go up there, we cause all that havoc, and come back, and then we have to immediately plug the hole, assuming that they don't immediately follow us.
And if they do immediately follow us, we're screwed. It's
What we
immediately out.
could do is have it so after a few days the hole is mostly plugged, several days, then we go through.
He is such stuck on the I gotta get the good done. The good is the plugging of the hole.
That's true. The good is the pay, and the pay is
I'm not worried about the pay, and you won't hear me say that often. I just don't want more of these big lizard things coming out fighting us. We almost died last time. There's only 3 of them. I can't imagine that times 10. They send 30 soldiers. We will be screwed. We don't even have our fighter.
We didn't have him for last time either. But
Yeah, he's a plant. We blind him using his shiny leaves. I think we plug the hole, buy us some time, get him down, healed, and come back.
Yeah.
And maybe while we're down there, we can find some magic spells or something that will help us take out the fountain and set yuan-ti.
Agreed.
Okay, so let's see.
They're known for their divine casters. Maybe we can sucker one of those guys coming back with us and tell them it's a noble divine quest.
So let's say I've got 120 trees.
Oh, he's still doing that. Here we go.
Yeah, 40. We get done in roughly 40 trips.
A 2-foot diameter tree, just for reference, is going to probably like 2 hours maybe to cut down. An hour, 2 hours.
Okay, but we've got 15 guys, so we can have them all doing that. And get all our trees picked out and cut down.
You can't really cut a tree down that way, though. You have to cut it down so that it falls a certain way. You can't just all be chopping it.
It's a forest, so they just go to different ones scattered around.
Can I blast a section of trees with Eldritch Blast?
You probably light them on fire.
With Eldritch Blast? That's like, isn't that like my Wind Blast?
It's a laser beam.
Huh?
It's a laser beam.
Oh, is it?
Yeah. It's not. I don't think it's set on fire though.
No.
Yeah, at most with axes you could have maybe 2 guys going like one after the other.
I was saying have different people, like you cut down that tree, you cut down that tree, you cut down.
Oh yeah. No, definitely. I mean, you can have people doing it at the same time, but
Yeah, so we spend one day cutting down all of the trees.
Wait a minute. do we need?
If it takes 2 hours to chop down, to fell a 2-foot by 2-foot tree, and you have 21 people working, then in an 8-hour day, you
For some reason, I'm thinking 20 trees also.
you could get 84 trees cut down
In how many days?
In one day.
in one day. Then you have to chop off the top into a 20-foot segment.
So basically, this whole plan,
It's going to be a monumental amount of work. It's going to take a lot of.
it'll probably take 2-ish weeks. All of these people. Just to make it nice and round.
Yeah, something like that. It will definitely take over a week.
What if we erected some sort of spiky platform?
Why spikes? They're not moving fast enough.
Why erecting?
Just to understand what is up with you.
What I'm saying is, instead of putting all these trees, what if we was able to lift something like this? Well, you want it spiky because it's a harder terrain for them to try and chop their way through. They don't have like swinging motion and stuff. I mean, we don't have a stone slab we can put up there. If we just put up a wood floor, they'll bust through it.
So, for these people, if we, 2 weeks times 15 times, is it 10 silver a day?
A gold
were you
piece per day.
Were you gonna pay them that much a day, or just total? It's getting
Costly. So 15 gold pieces a day times 2 weeks. That's 210 gold.
Is it 2 weeks to finish the project?
roughly.
Mhm.
But we don't know how many times they're gonna attack during that span.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So I say we need to be acting in the
That's why we need something that works a little faster.
Yeah.
I was thinking if we built a platform and raised a platform.
So we just have a few tree trunks with the platform on top.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Because in one day we can grab.
Wait a
We
second.
could probably bring up. Like
Wait.
6.
Hold on. Wait, we can, why don't we do this? Even better. Okay?
Well, here we
Get
go.
a bunch of either really durable rope or chain. And then we use pittons and high hooks. We drive them into the walls all around the thing. We weave it back and forth, making a web of chain.
Making a dream, a
blocks.
giant dream, the world's
Exactly.
biggest dream.
Exactly.
That is a great idea.
And we just weave it back and forth really tightly.
So
But
we're
it
gonna
could be-
need like 1,500 feet of chain.
Yeah, exactly.
At least.
Make our Tilly metalsmiths to get to work at
Yeah.
once.
Yeah, there's a scene in Game of Thrones where he like tells them all, like Tyrion goes around and tells them to build those chains, remember? To put across the bay when they're invading.
Oh gosh.
Yeah.
That is, yeah.
Whatever.
To stop the ships.
Yeah.
Because once he sets them on fire with the.
You don't want them coming into
fire,
the place.
Yeah.
he wants them to stop and all get bunched in and set each other on fire. That was so good. So good. Awesome scene.
So I doubt we're gonna get that much chain in town.
Yeah. What about rope though? I mean, I guess they'd cut through it.
Yeah. Chain might stop them.
Wayne has an idea.
Yeah, go ahead. Go ahead.
If you got the dwarven miners to, instead of trying to build the floor up, what if you got them to dig a deep pit into the rock? Because then you could put spikes in it, and as soon as they came through the lens, they would speed
Continue
up.
to fall.
They would continue to fall again, and put spikes on the bottom. It would still be a lot of digging, but dwarven smiths would probably be able to tunnel in. It would probably be expensive too, though.
Yeah. Bringing in a squad from 3 days away of master dwarven craftsmen,
Yeah.
or at least dwarven miners.
Or one caster who can do stone to mud in a large.
What if we use the 15 guys we have to dig holes? They can't they?
In stone, though.
Let's do have a caster do stone to mud, and then have the diggers dig out the mud.
But there aren't casters around, are there?
Not 9th level ones.
Levels. You still know.
I don't know how much stone.
Or if we could just find a 7th level cleric who can do the stone shape for us.
What does the stone shape do?
Allows you to shape stone.
Shape stone.
Oh, so you can shape the stone into a pit.
What if we
Yes,
didn't
like-
do?
I was thinking climb up to the top, shape.
Oh yeah, and just make
Block
a
it.
block. Yeah.
Yeah.
What if we didn't do the chain right at the hole, but we did the chain a little bit lower, so after they came through the hole, they would fall? Because they're supposed to fall. What's the distance? 20 feet.
Yeah, but they descend slowly the whole time.
Yeah. It's not until they pass through the lens that they would even begin to speed up, but by then it's moving so slowly that you just land on it without being hurt. But that's why if she,
How much of a fall is it?
It's
Like
It's
5
like-
feet? Not even.
yeah. I mean, it's not. You're not. Like I say, you're not falling fast enough to because you're getting slowed down so much.
I was gonna say if they had any type of fall whatsoever, we could turn into a cheese grater.
So if we take the chain idea plus the rock idea, what if we did a loose web of chains
Mhm.
with rocks filling all the holes, and like have chains above and below holding in these rocks?
Why don't we just booby trap it? Like they step into the cave, and every time they trip a tripwire, crossbows go off.
Then they send a few guys through, they die, and then they all march in.
Yeah,
Do you
so-
have fireball?
I do?
Can you build a fireball trap?
No. Not unless you allow me to, as the DM. I mean, any sort of crafting is completely DM.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That's a 5th edition thing.
What if we built a fire trap in itself? A pit of oil. And it doesn't go off until they land, and then it ignites.
So we just build a wall, fill it with oil in that area, and then have some little tripwire on the way in that will drop burning something,
That ignites it.
Yeah.
or that strikes flame steel.
Yeah.
You can have a pair of boots with a bunch of matches around the edge, and then they fall into the boots, and the matches strike the the sandpaper on the way down, and they fall when their boots are burning, and it lights the oil on fire.
Who's Tom and Jerry in this?
Well,
The problem is any trap we do is very unlikely to be deadly enough.
Right, and it won't be.
yeah, same thing with the bear trap idea. It's not permanent. It's not. It's only going to injure them. It's not going to stop them.
I like the acid trap.
Oh, dude, that just gave me an idea.
Pull
You can
on
just-
acid.
You can just build these 2 giant gears that turn together, and then when they fall, you fall into them and
Cheese grater!
immediately. They're just constantly turning.
And then
Some
the town can
magic
have all
property.
the snake meat to eat.
Splatter
Snake
out.
for everyone.
Yeah. Yeah, dude.
We could do that if we could fashion 2 gears and somehow make them like wind controlled. Like, yeah, you connect a rod to them that leads outside, and then outside you hook.
Or
wind
even
socks.
even if they're free spinning, can you imagine 2 gigantic, like, remember on Most Extreme Elimination
Oh yeah.
like where they were going on those like rolly things? Like those are hard to like
Yeah. to
control.
balance on.
If you land in the middle of 2 of them that are like sharp gears woven together, you're not getting out of it.
Yeah, it's not
gonna
gonna happen.
crush you.
You're done for.
We don't have the craftsmanship to build something like
You don't have the technology.
Yeah.
Well, the technology exists, but we in this town we could do that.
Craftsmanship or like a motor that would run
It
it.
doesn't
No,
need
that's what
money.
I'm saying. If they were free spinning
Yeah.
on like axles,
Yeah.
then just the weight of a person.
The weight of their
would
own-
kill them.
The way their own body would suck them down.
When we were at home group, last night.
This is gruesome.
One of the
Yeah, that's
one of the kids was they were all playing. They had like a play, and like somehow, so the kid was like wearing his winter coat inside for some reason. He had his hood on, and like he was playing on the back of the couch between the piano and the couch, and he somehow fell in between the couch and the piano, like head first, and got stuck.
Oh, wow.
And so he was like stuck there like this with his legs hanging out, and he was like screaming.
Oh, wow.
The other kids were watching in the same room, and they all like when he started screaming, they just like moved closer to the TV so they could hear it. And, like, just didn't.
That's
So,
wrong.
like, we had to like we heard it was like, is someone screaming downstairs? And, like the adults like rushed down there.
Can you hear your brother? No. No.
We were
No.
watching TV. It was so
Oh.
hilarious.
Oh my god. That's terrible.
That's great. Oh, if I had a little brother.
Okay, so what are we doing?
Gigantic ears.
Good question. Yeah, yeah.
It would be nice.
Well, I will say, just so you don't lose all hope, there are a few things that are around that you can do. You just have to figure out what they are.
Great.
Just saying. The outs are there. But
Okay, what if instead of blocking up the whole thing, we just build a wall?
hey, wait for something.
Keep out the Lisbon.
Just wall off the entrance.
That's true.
They'll break the wall at some point.
Eventually, but if we
They'll
build a
be
wall out of
trapped.
tree trunks, they'll be trapped in a hole with nothing to break it with.
Yeah,
Yeah,
they'll come
sure.
through the lens with no back, and they'll be in a stone room without any supplies.
I mean, they won't have a way of getting back.
Once they come through the lens, they can't get back that way. You can only get
They gotta
back.
come around.
Well, no, we
No,
block it
you
off right in front.
Oh, you're at that point. Okay, I thought you meant the
And just
hole in the cave itself.
put a line of trunks and another line of trunks. They're not getting through
Yeah,
there.
Yeah.
Dwarves are good at keeping Mexicans out. I mean, building walls.
Yeah, but we gotta wait 3 days to get the dwarfs there, don't we? Or a week, or whatever.
Yeah, we've got the men here. They can cut down trees. So we can build that. They don't even have to be as tall because the ceiling goes down lower.
How tall is it from? How tall the tree do we need?
Of a wall?
Yeah.
20 feet.
No, it's 20 feet up in the tunnel, but if we just go into the inside where it's...
Or this
To block off the opening.
Oh, to block up the opening. Yeah, that would be lower. I don't know, probably 15 feet lower.
So they're shorter. So they're lighter.
So yeah, we just build a wall.
Seems
good.
pretty good. 2 trunks deep, I'd say,
Yeah,
at least.
yeah. So how many trees is that? If now
Oh,
we're
wall
laying.
of trees. So not a wall of stone.
Yeah.
Well, we're gonna do trees to buy time to
Right.
get stone builders there.
Especially now if we're laying. them
So
down.
let's go ahead and send, before we start this project, let's go ahead and send a messenger to get dwarfs to build a wall.
1, 2. Let's assume that
Okay.
it's still
It was a 25-foot
15.
span,
Yeah.
and if we're doing 2.5-foot wide trees, then that makes 10 of them.
Yeah.
So 20 of them would be enough to build sufficient wall.
How many did you say we can move in a day?
You could cut down 84 trees.
Bring them up.
That's just cutting them down, not hacking off.
In
the
one
ends and- yeah. But if you got tall trees, then you could get potentially 2
So we only need half of that.
out of a tree.
Say 40 trees.
I think we only need like
Yeah, we only need 20 trees.
Yeah, you could
20 trees.
or if
So if
they're
we spend one day cutting down trees, getting off the extra limbs, making them suitable to work,
yeah,
and then
if,
another day, or
Very
how many days would it
if
take
the
to haul
trees are at least 3 feet tall, then each tree can give you 2 wall sections. So you need 10 trees of at least 40 feet in height.
And how long does it take to get from the forest to the cave?
Hauling a tree probably 4 to 5 hours. So let's see. So you cut down. It takes like 2 hours to cut down a tree. So we'll say 6 hours to repair each 40-foot tree.